What if we related to our spiritual symbols and rituals less out of a sense of rigidity and more out of a sense of play? Once I was working with a congregation that a lot of us had come out of high control religious backgrounds. Communion for us could be pretty heavy with these symbols and the sense of sacrament. And even though we'd moved out of that high control space, a lot of us still had this feeling of like, oh, it's too sacred to mess with. Those tendrils were still running through our mind. Until one Sunday, someone stepped up and asked if they could start making the bread at home and bringing it to the service. And then when June rolled around, Pride Month, the pastor was proclaiming the words of institution and breaking the bread in half. And we were all surprised to see that instead of the white bread that we'd gotten used to, there was this beautiful swirl of color inside. A rainbow ran through the bread, through the body of Christ at the center of the table. And for me, this opened my eyes to what this symbol could mean, what it could be, as far as what we were sustaining ourselves with and who we stood in solidarity with, what it meant that each of us were part of the body of Christ. And I saw that not because this congregant was stuck in this sense of solemn ritual, but because she was able to engage it with a sense of play. We need those who are willing to engage the sacred with play. These sort of like sacred scoundrels and troublemakers. They won't be held hostage by the momentum of tradition and habit because they can see past the form to the function of a belief or a ritual. And that frees them to be irreverent in a way that wakes the rest of us up. That asks us to re-examine and reimagine, to ask if we're really living out our shared values or how we might adapt. It reminds us that there's something more important than ritual or belief. And that's this question, what kind of world are we creating?